And अस्सलाम वालेकुम guys, welcome to another episode of रोने. मुझे तो आप जानते ही हैं पहले से, इंट्रो मेरा आई थिंक हो गया था पहले एपिसोड में, अनीस. एंड टुडे वी हैव वेरी टू स्पेशल गेस्ट्स and very two good friends of mine. So पहले I will tell you why they're here, then I will tell you who they are. ठीक है? So we have an episode आज की. It's primarily on debating, MUN's parliamentary style debates, and ये दो जो हैं ये बहुत renowned speakers हैं. अगर आप जो हैं इस्लामाबाद में देखें, पिंडी के अंदर तो आई डोंट थिंक के कोई बोलता है. और अगर आप लाहौर में भी चले जाएं तो लाइक स्क्रू द लाहौर सर्किट, लेकिन इवन देन ठीक है. तो एक तरफ हमारे पास हैं याशिर खान, and Yashir's accomplishments include being really sick and tired of MUNs, because like he just wins. Just जीत जाता है and he just wins. So he's like tired of it because he doesn't get any thrill. अब ठीक है. And guy made it to Pak camp, and for those who don't know, Pak camp जो parliamentary debates हमारी होती हैं, उसमें जो पाकिस्तान की जो final team होती है जो हमें represent करती है worlds के ऊपर, so a lot of kids go for that. तो Yashir was you were in the top कितना?
Top 15.
Top 15. And उसी के साथ हमारे पास इब्राहिम बाबा खेल है, लेकिन प्यार से उनको बेबी खेल कहते हैं, जैसे आप उनका नाम पढ़ सकते हैं. And he's been selected for Park Camp twice as well, and a very feared speaker हैं आप या नहीं? आप अच्छे हैं? हाँ, manipulative speaker तो नहीं हो यार.
Very manipulative. Do not date the debater ever. I'll let you know that.
ये तुम खुद को कह रहे हो. He's actually, ये हम आपस में भी like we keep telling ourselves that as well. Like don't date debaters. Stop. आम लोगों से दोस्ती कर लो. weren't psychotic. So पहले तो I will get into जितने लोगों को नहीं पता debating, इतना तो आप जानते हो कि debate जो है किस चीज़ का नाम है. यानी आप debate and how a debate is generally different from what we call a speech is. Debate आप multiple जो हैं व्यू पॉइंट्स को represent कर रहे होते हैं, या multiple sides to an argument. इसी तरह डिबेट के मल्टीपल फॉर्मेट्स होते हैं. डिक्लेमेशंस ऑलमोस्ट जितने भी लोग व्यूअर्स देख रहे होंगे कभी ना कभी की होगी या देखी होगी, which is written debate. Then there comes extempore debate. Those are the formats that we primarily do. So एक है मॉडल यूएन्स जो इस्लामाबाद में बहुत पॉपुलर हैं या थे फॉर सम रीजन, ठीक है. एंड मॉडल यूएन्स, एंड वी ऑल डन मॉडल यूएन्स, बल्कि हम 3 SGs एक ही 3 सेक्रेटरी जनरल्स एक ही पैनल में आपको नजर आ रहे हैं. इतना क्या फासिल हो रहा है आपको इसमें. And then there is parliamentary style debates where जो extempore debating की I would say कि मतलब evolved form है model UN से, where you speak for 7 minutes, you are given a side to represent on a certain topic, और आप 7 मिनट बोलते हैं. ठीक है, that's the general gist of it. So now going towards my guests ताकि हम बात start कर सकें. पहले तो याशिर आपसे स्टार्ट करते हैं. आप बताएं, आपने MUN से स्टार्ट किया था, पार्लियामेंट्री से स्टार्ट किया था, and which do you think is the format that suits you? और उर्दू इंग्लिश में ऑल्टरनेट करते जाएं ताकि हम अपनी ऑडियंस बढ़ा सकें. ठीक है.
सही है. So I started MUNs in 2015, and the reason why I started was actually because of Baby Hair, primarily because he was going to a conference and he needed someone to join him in his delegation. So he told a friend of mine, and that friend called me, and then we just went. And at that point, I didn't really like MUNs at all, because I didn't
So nothing's changed.
What the charm of it essentially was. Pretty much. In the past 5 years, nothing has changed at all. And then I joined parliamentaries the next year, again because of Baba Khair, because he called me to our debate camp, and said you'd make a really good third speaker. And then I went and I just never looked back. Like,
इसलिए वो कैंप में कम लोगों को रह के अच्छी चीज को आती है.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, but I would generally say that parliamentaries suit me a lot better. Just the flexibility of speaking for 8 minutes is a lot better than speaking for 1 minute
or 2 minutes. What do you think MUNs are? What do you think?
It allows you or
Okay,
2 minutes. Yeah, and it allows you to develop a lot more analysis.
What do you think के मतलब जब MEN start हुए थे, ठीक है, and how they've turned out now? We still know debate अभी लोग करते हैं, but you see a lot of good party speakers. They're the ones winning MENs as well, ठीक है, where you didn't primarily have that पहले. तो what do you think MENs are in general जो उसका monetization वाला element है, and do you really think it's मतलब as productive and the growth जो है उससे होती है as some people tout it to be?
So the first part of that question about why parliamentary speakers generally win at MUNs a lot more often now, I'd say in Islamabad that's a huge issue. Not an issue. The reason is a lot of the parliamentary speakers you see on the circuit now started as MUN speakers. So they're people who generally transitioned, at least mine and Ibrahim's generation, generally transitioned from MUNs to parliamentaries. And then when they learned parliamentaries, it became a lot easier for them to go into MUNs and start there. In terms of like monetization of MUNs, obviously all three of us have organized MUNs before. Some more successful than others, but we know that money plays a very important role. I saw that firsthand this year. So you need the primary purpose of an MUN. You realize this once you organize isn't to let people speak. It's to make sure that you don't waste the money that you have. It's to garner enough money to break even. So that might not be an issue in Babak Hill School because they have a lot of money, but generally that's the reason why I think the quality of MUNs have dropped substantially over the past 3 or 4 years.
Yashir, वैसे एक बात है, I think your school and my school have equal, if not more amounts of money. वो अलग बात है, वो लगाते नहीं है. तो ऐसी बात नहीं करनी है. I think our schools have more money. I think they probably have more money.
It's not more revenue. You guys generate more revenue. Roots makes more profit. There's a huge difference in that, right? So why revenue cannot match?
Sir Faisal Mushtaq has asked to join this call as well. ये बात सुन के.
Faisal, I love you. I am not wishing out the school. I am just saying how great Roots is, and that's exactly what I'm doing, guys. That's what the postcard was for, right?
We were shooting the Munich promo video. I specifically called Babak Hill to come for the video because I needed a shot of him speaking. No other person wanted that. I had to make sure Babak Hill came just so I could get him to speak, so that we'd have some clip of a speaker in our promo video.
No one else agreed.
So that's a really. No one else agreed. Obviously, look at the director; they all hated you. Yeah. And another thing, so he talked about coaches and why they're extremely important, especially to like transition you. One amazing example I can give of this, someone who I will bring up later on as well, is Bilal Raj. So Bilal started from parliamentaries. He never went to an MUN before that. And he learned debating from the ground up through parliamentaries. Then when he started to go to MUNs, he went on like a BD street, right? Like just one BD at DC, one BD at like Munich, and then apps, one best diplomat. So coaching is extremely important to help you cultivate your speaking skills. A lot of people in Islamabad don't necessarily have that privilege. So that's an issue with the MUN circuit as a whole, and it's very unfortunate because there's a lot of talented speakers who don't get that opportunity.
यार आई नो कि तुम मेरे हकूक के लिए सवाल उठा रहे हो. थैंक यू. मैं समझ रहा हूँ ये कॉम्प्लीमेंट तुम्हारा किसकी तरफ था. आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड दैट. ठीक है. नहीं आई डू. और मैं नहीं, द सॉरी स्टेट ऑफ अफेयर्स वाज दिस के आई हैड टू एक्ट एज अनऑफिशियल कोच. ठीक है. तो दैट्स नॉट अ रिफ ऑन मी. मैं चाहे लाइक assume I had won like everything in the world. I am not as experienced as any coach out there. Okay? So like even placing that responsibility on anyone, I don't think that's fair, honestly, on any student randomly. Guys, if you have anything to add to this.
I think we generally agreed on this.
Okay.
Huh.
Acha, and so we talked about how MUNs and parleys. One thing that I did want to bring up on the entire debate circuit in general is female representation. So guys, इस बार starting from baby खेल, we've heard, मतलब तमाम spheres में हमने ये बात सुनी है कि female representation जो है वो किस वजह से जो है कुछ जगहों पे कम होती है, या certain spaces जो हैं वो dominate की जाती हैं men से, ठीक है? And for whatever reasons, there we can get into a lot of those. लेकिन एक specific sphere है debate, and you would generally assume कि debate एक ऐसी जगह है जो बहुत left leaning है, या जो बहुत to quite an extent जो है एक liberal sphere है. You would assume that, ठीक है? तो why do you think कि इधर भी एक fair and to an extent fair criticism आता है कि यार जो है male dominated space है, women representation जो है कम है, क्यों नहीं है? तो starting with baby खेल, why do you think कि that comes up, and how much do you think that's true?
So first, to why you have like a limited amount of women representation and why that's important. That I don't have to talk about at all. That you're supposed to know that why that is important, right? That's like a given. But when you look at parleys, right, you have so like parleys and MUS, I can't generalize कि किसमें ज़्यादा होता है because both तरफ है, लेकिन there are a lot of limitations. The biggest problem that I think that a lot of speakers, especially parleys wale face when they have to, be there is the effort it requires. I'm not saying, what, women are not putting the effort. The problem is you have to put that effort not just on your own, but you need your family to agree to that. I mean, I have stayed from like 2:30 till 7, like so many times, and like रोज एक क्लास होती है 2-3 घंटों की after school now. I'd blame the parents, and sometimes I can't even blame them. The society is like filled with trashy people, so the parents have to be like, like, what, baby, हम आपको नहीं allow कर सकते. So that's the big issue. जिसकी वजह से they don't stay for the classes, and they can't travel alone all the way to Lahore with a coach and 2 other guys. I mean, a lot of traditional mindsets do not agree with that, which is why you don't have them being given the opportunity, which is why उसकी वजह से representation गिर जाती है. But a bigger problem then becomes is the sort of a coach you have. I mean, I have been privileged. I've had people like Shahan who was like an elder brother to me. Every opinion I had was like, मैं Shahan से consult करता, Shahan sir, like, sir, इस पे क्या करें, इधर क्या किया जाए, इधर क्या किया जाए. I had a coach like Malur. Both of them are like really friendly, and at the same time are like genuine people. But what if your coach is not the best of people? What if he is someone that yells at you? What if he's someone that is allegedly a harasser? जो बहुत बड़ा मसला है DSP में. You have coaches like those people.
True. Yep.
What parent or what girl in the right state of mind would want to risk that and go and like, you know what, मुझे debate करनी है, मेरे representation चाहिए, and I'll still go debate. And a natural consequence of that is that you have a lot of girls that are coming out now. Okay, you know what, their coaches were abusive and all of those things. Their coaches were like violent as well. You've had coaches that were violent. So I mean,
violent, yep.
Shahan आवाज उठाते थे, मैं डर जाता था. Like that's because like that's how much you revere them. If like I can't imagine अगर वो मुझ पे हाथ उठाते, जो उन्होंने कभी किया ही नहीं है, लेकिन I can't imagine it. Imagine if someone coach does that. I don't think like girls especially would want to risk that in the right state of mind just for debate. So I think 2 issues: the traditional family mindset and the trashy people that we have within the community. Even if it's left-leaning or liberal or like is higher social economics
or anything,
you still have trashy people. It's a given. So I think it's just a natural consequence of both these things.
Right.
Yashir?
So,
yep. On to you.
I agree with a lot of what he said. Especially, we all know how while the debate society is allegedly left-leaning, our society isn't. So that's always going to be an issue that deters women from joining. But it's a particular problem within Islamabad for sure, because in Lahore, the effort that you need to put in when looking like exclusively at parliamentaries is a lot less than it is in Islamabad. They have a majority of tournaments within their own city, so parents are generally more trusting to allow them to come. And you have like all girls schools within Lahore, which are like incredible. 55 Main, 1A1, all these schools, right? In Islamabad, you don't have that privilege. So a lot of parents are reluctant to allow their kids to travel to Lahore, especially if they're women. So for that reason, you have teams that very rarely have girls in them. Me and Ibrahim were in CCI for debating in CCI for 4 years, we had 2 girls we spoke with for the entirety of the time, maybe even just one. And that's a huge knock on the entire circuit, because when you look at Islamabad's history, you can name 3 or 4 girls who were able to get the opportunity to be incredible speakers, who got into camp and all of that. If you look at Lahore, it's substantially different. So that is a huge issue. But coaching and the types of coaches that you get, something Ibrahim talked about, is a huge issue. We had, when we went to camp, we had a seminar on harassment the first day. It was the first thing that we got, because there were a lot of issues that had arisen over the past few years, relating to the way that male coaches have treated young women, right? And since coaches are like generally university students like you, like me and Ibrahim are going to be, you can't allow your daughter to be like, you can't allow that one university child to take care of your daughter and take her to university and all of that. People are very reluctant to do that, and for good reason. So I feel like that's generally the biggest issue that comes, because of course, like, the best speakers in Pakistan are all women. Like, we've seen this firsthand. Like, probably the best speaker in the entire parliamentary circuit right now is a woman, right? So it's very unfortunate that they don't get the chance to speak.
And you talked about कि कैसे काफी दफा older men, मतलब university students and sometimes even older, and जिस तरह हम पहले भी पॉडकास्ट शुरू करने से पहले बात कर रहे थे, how good speakers can often be manipulative, ठीक है? So do you think that could play a factor here? Because that does, right? So like, even if you discard, मतलब, like, even if you don't talk about women for a second, even guys, like younger kids who look up to this guy, ठीक है, who is a borderline sociopath, and उसको पता है कि आपको कैसे दबाना है with his words. So those guys will do everything in their power.
So my own personal example again, I have been with Sir Shahan for like 5 years now, right? I have been his student for 5 whole years. From day one, I have looked up to that guy as an elder brother, or as someone who has the answer to everything. I have a question about religion, about economics, about about psychology or history. I'd go to Sir Shahan. Sir Shahan, what would you do in this situation? I even remember asking one of our first classes is, we had a debate and Sabi mentioned consent, and I'm like, sir, consent kya hota hai? So I remember, like, it's like those baby steps that he's taken me through. And I remember, like, every time we'd go to Lahore, obviously we're going in the bus, it's like 5 hours, we'd talk about everything. And I, like, again, like, if by any chance a person like Sir Shahan was to be a bit evil, had any ulterior motives, if he'd had asked me to, you know what, jump off of this building, I would have, because, like, and it's not even exaggeration, because I trust that guy with so much, and I still do. So that's the thing about debaters, and it's the thing about debaters. They know their way with words. They don't waste a single word. All right, they know exactly how to carve the best sentences, and obviously that has an impact. And obviously they're also charismatic, which necessitates you to be like a bit charming. And apart from that, they are charming nonetheless. So, given all
अपनी बात कर रहा है,
in my humble opinion, if you have all 3 of those on someone, and that person is someone who's taking you to Lahore and Karachi, and you're going to be spending the weekend with him, you're going to be like all of that in a hotel, I'm pretty sure he has the leverage to do a lot.
Yep.
I think कि हाँ, coaches के पास एक बहुत बड़ा advantage होता है. It's like a lot of power they have, and especially when you're having classes after school for like hours and hours, और कोई teacher नहीं inspect करने के लिए. I mean, who's to check and who's to say anything? Apart from that, if anything happens, खुदा न खास्ता, the school always sides with the admin, will always side with the teacher.
Manipulation. Just one last thing. It's also an issue when that entire coach holds, like, so for example, if you're extremely passionate about debate and you want to be on like your school's A team, that decision is up to your coach, right? And that gives them a huge like position of power, and they can, if they're bad people, exploit that. Me and Baba Khail have been lucky for 5 years, and we've seen a lot of our friends who are female speakers be lucky when they they didn't have to go through that, but we've heard stories of people who have had to go through that, and it's extremely unfortunate. And again, that's another reason why just women don't come and speak as often as they should.
Do you think there's a feasible way, a method to यानी इसको correct करने का at the moment?
See,
just be better people.
Not be better people.
I think the problem is that it comes down to I could go and blame that one single perpetrator. ये हरासत है, बुरा बंदा तो इसकी बेइज्जती करो, right? That's one way of doing that. Or you could go and blame the whole system. You know, the system of like how patriarchy is like engulfed in each and every one of our institutions. उसको तुम निकाल दो. Of both cases, one is a very direct solution, and the other I can just raise awareness and wait for someone to do something about that. So both are not going to happen in a split second, and both will not get you any justice or redemption whatsoever.
Yep.
So the only option you have is name and shame. Just come out, name and shame them, and allow everyone to name and shame them together. So if I say, if I get to know that, you know what, this one person was an alleged, like he was a harasser, he was an assaulter, he was like, even a rapist. So the only thing we can do right now is like just shame him as much as we can. I'm pretty sure his wife would have to do something for him. His parents would do something. His boss would do something to him, which will be a very good lesson. That's a tragedy. Okay, that's the maximum we can do. But again, that's the maximum we can do. That's what I think.
And we have seen that work before. So there has been like one particular person that I can talk about. I'm not going to mention his name because that's been said. The name and shame portion of that has happened. But it's someone who has judged me and Ibrahim before. He's chaired in Islamabad MUNs before. He's coached in all girls school as well. This is someone who was called out for harassing and exploiting and blackmailing his students. When he was at a school, he got fired, he got blackballed from the DSP, from tournaments, from everything, right? So name and shame does work, calling that person out does work. Obviously, it can be misused. We've seen that, we've heard stories of maybe that happening. While I don't necessarily, I agree, I think the risk factor of that is substantially less than the reward that you get out of it. But in this particular circumstance, there's nothing that protects women, right? And giving them the ability to speak about it, encouraging them to do so, does in some way shift the position of power.
But listen,
and I feel like that's the best way to go about it.
Here's the thing. We tend to assume that, you know what, all of this, like these people, they're able to exploit and manipulate like some school girl or something, but that's not the entirety, okay? You have people who are in Pak team, that are in like the international Pakistani team, having to go through such issues as well. And not necessarily girls, but also guys. That makes you understand how prevalent the problem is and how much this is needed to, you know, screw these people as much as you can. But apart from that, I don't see any way out.
So guys, I would like to ask you, ठीक है, and ये सारा open to interpretation है. I do not require or want a serious answer. What do you think makes a good speaker? And आप किसको, कौन से ऐसे लोग हैं इस्लामाबाद में, मेरा नाम नहीं लेना यार, वो फिर ऐसे लोग कहेंगे ये है गेस्ट जो है बायस्ड है, गेस्ट ये बायस्ड लाया था, मेरा नाम नहीं ले सकते. लेकिन एक तो बताओ क्वालिटीज कौन सी चाहिए अच्छे स्पीकर में, और कौन अच्छे स्पीकर हैं जो आपको पसंद है. आशिर यार, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम यू.
So for me, okay, so qualities में I think I'm going to talk exclusively about parliamentaries right now in this particular question, because judging who the best MUN speakers are is always going to be subjective. So that's not something that you're ever going to be able to do. For parliamentaries, the biggest qualities you need to have, in my opinion, one is empathy. So you need to feel what you're talking about is actually important. And I've spoken with Baba Khil for 4 years, right? And I've seen him debate things that he doesn't care about. And that's when he gives his worst speech. You need to actively put yourself in the position of whatever you're talking about. And you need to be as empathetic as that. And the second most important quality for me is humility. Because and that's ironic when talking about the best speakers. But if you actively think that you're an incredible speaker, if you try to intimidate people, you're not going to be that good. And like this is something that I've noticed a lot when I look at speakers. When I was a new speaker on the circuit, I would see these people and think, "Oh my God, they're so incredible! They rank so high. They must be like, they must be amazing. I can't talk to them or whatever, right?" But then when you start to talk to them, they're just
back either.
Yeah, exactly. We wouldn't. And then when you get to that point and you start to talk to them, you realize they're just people like you. They're not as arrogant as
Yashir,
so in
when
terms of
Yashir, एक चीज, when have you ever started talking to anyone, भाई? ये किधर ऐसे mislead ना करो लोगों
ये
को.
बात भी सही है, but
when have you ever done that? Come on.
Bro, you have to be a parley speaker for that. You have to be park camp.
So in terms of who I think the best speakers are, exclusively in Islamabad, obviously I'm going to be extremely biased here, but I'll try to be as objective as possible. I'll name a few. No one needs me. Rafael Khalid. Rafael is amazing. Whatever happened to him shouldn't have happened, and I've seen him grow into an amazing speaker from being an Emmy winner to the best parliamentary speaker in Islamabad, pretty much. Baba Khair, I'd say, but in terms of the newer generation, people, obviously we're graduating, so the people who will take over after us, Bilal Raich for sure is the best young speaker in Pakistan, in my opinion. I'm not saying that because he's my teammate. He is the best young speaker in this entire country. And then alongside him, you have Zainab Raich, you have Aruba Hassan, you have Ahid Hamza, and like very new speakers coming up right now, Saim Afan, Urshia, people like that, who if given the opportunity will become great speakers. And I just hope that they are given the chance to cultivate and to grow, because a lot of people weren't given that opportunity. People like Ramiz who had to quit debate for an entire year, and that set him back a long time, right? So he's incredible. Dua Raza, incredible. Just so many people on the circuit right now in Islamabad. I just hope they get the opportunity to be as great as we all know that they can be.
यार सेम एट यू बेबी खेल तो अच्छी क्वालिटीज जो हैं वो स्पीकर के अंदर क्या होती हैं?
I think a very basic quality that is a character trait is obviously something that is like relevant in debates as well. Not necessarily something that will get you grades. I don't necessarily believe if you're a good guy, you will get your results, your good results. I don't believe in that stuff. You need to put hard work. Even if you're a terrible person, you can still get there. But a very basic thing is, and that is like Yashir said, humility. I remember I was sitting with Taha Masood, he's like one of Pakistan's like best ever debaters, Westminster Qatar. And I remember him, he was asking like, I think who was it? I think it was Shamir or someone. He's like, "Yeah, तुम्हारे बड़े बाल कैसे, तुम्हारी मामा कैसे allow करती है?" And I'm just imagining, okay, wait, this is Pakistan's top speaker, and he can't convince his mom कि मामा मैंने बड़े बाल करने, because he loves his mom, and if she says कि तुमने बाल बड़े नहीं करने, he's like, मैं मामा से कैसे बहस करूँ? I can't. मैं नहीं कर सकता बड़े बाल क्योंकि मामा नहीं मानती. So I think that's like a very human trait of humility, and that humility is like in front of your obviously your parents but your other peers as well. He doesn't sit down and boast के जब हम बैठे थे सिंगापुर में फिर ये हुआ, जब हम बैठे थे पाक टीम में ये हुआ वो हुआ. And that's something that's like very common to, and a lot of times they're not even boasting, they're just giving you an experience, right? A fun experience. But arrogant nature aa jati hai at one point or another. So I think a character trait, very relevant, humility. But apart from that, I think there's this other thing that goes a long way, and that's just generally how much of a good human being you are, how nice you are and stuff. See, here's the thing. When you debate, right, you're obviously like after debating for so long, you like this sounds arrogant or maybe a bit harsh, but you're like way above the myth of normality. You're way above what is considered normal. You know more, you speak more often, you're more confident, you have a lot more information and knowledge, and you're able to manipulate your way out of it. I mean, I don't know any guy like if you're a debater, you have girlfriend issues, and whenever she's like, please explain yourself, I'm pretty sure you've won right there. So you never have a problem in such cases, right? You're like very smart and you can take your way out of that. So I think most of the times, unless your girl debates or she's genuinely very smart.
अगर दोनों नष्ट आ रहे हो ना, तो orientation पे we have this stupid question कि tell us पता नहीं 2 qualities or something about yourself और पता नहीं क्या. So I will see कितने को debater हो. आज देखता हूँ मैं. तुम लोग orientation guide होंगे मैं. देख लेते हैं.
I think ना कि you have a bit of power in that situation. And that power, if you don't misuse, and you're still a very nice, caring person, so I think that's like exactly what makes a good human being, and also what makes a good debater, right? But apart from that, who I think is like a good speaker / good speakers, like I think, I mean, I can't state anything like that because it is a very progressive thing. Like it's something that goes into progression, right? So 5 years from now, or even 2 years from now, I wouldn't call myself a good speaker, but I can humbly say it now. So I think I can't state that someone's a good or bad, like a good speaker or not such a good speaker, because it's something that only time will tell the more effort they put. But if I were to speculate someone, then I'd say that the most amount of potential that I see in any speaker throughout Pakistan, that will be Bilal Waraich. I have never seen anyone speak that well at that age, and yet भी क्या कहते हो like उसकी बस सिर्फ like उसकी age देखो और उसका दिमाग देखो और उसके achievements देखो. If he goes on the same क्या कहते हो if the calculus is the same, I still think he can go a long way ahead of like a lot of us. So I think I'd put my money on Bilal. I'd bet.
I mean, he made Park Camp at the age of 15. Like that's amazing. Nice. He won tournaments at the age of 15. Amazing. Like, and I agree with Ibrahim completely that there are no bad speakers. Everybody is a good speaker. The fact
मेरा दिल रख रहे हो ना?
Obviously. I've seen you speak. I have to do this. There are no bad speakers. You getting up and speaking for even if it's 5 minutes or 6 minutes makes you a good speaker. It makes you better than the average, and that is true, right? And it depends on the amount of opportunity that you're given. There are people in schools like Frobels right now who went to camp who are incredible speakers, who might not get the opportunity because they don't have a coach or just anything like that, right? And so again, yes, Bilal will be, in my opinion, the best speaker this city has ever seen, and maybe even this country has ever seen. But it all comes down to the opportunities that he's given. Starting debating at the age of 12, like he did, that just helps a lot.
And because you guys are extremely unfunny, so let me think of some jokes to add. देखो, good speaker मैं बताता हूँ, रुको. देखो, debaters जो होते हैं ना, debating, that's just a facade. Debater word that doesn't exist. That's made up by us. It's called professional bullshit. Okay? So what we basically so here's the key to being a good speaker. ठीक है? एक ऐसा टॉपिक पकड़ो जिसके बारे में आपको कुछ नहीं पता. ठीक है? जैसे मैं इंजीनियरिंग कर रहा हूँ ना, और मैं बड़ा जो हूँ ना डेमोक्रेटिक सोशलिस्ट बनता हूँ, हालांकि मैंने इकोनॉमिक्स आज तक नहीं पढ़ी. ठीक है? तो लाइक आई पिक तो आई पिक टॉपिक ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स. ठीक है? और मैं उस पे ऐसी वर्डो झाड़ता हूँ ना कि लाइक रूम में लोग है ना, तो दे एक्चुअली बिलीव व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. हाँ, एग्जैक्टली. ठीक है? they're convinced like कि मैं ही बर्नी सैंडर्स हूँ. वो तो था ही नहीं, झूठ था. ठीक है? सीन ये है पहला. दूसरा देखो, मतलब आपको ना इतना लाइक मतलब डिबेटिंग स्टार्ट करने से पहले इतना लूजर होना होता है ना कि लाइक यू हैवंट, आपको उससे पहले एक फेज होता है यू हैव टू बी अ लूजर. ठीक है? somebody has to pick on you. आप बचपन से लाइक and you realize कि यार देखो, you're never going to be as physically dominating as them. फुटबॉल आप कभी नहीं खेल सकोगे. ठीक है? तो you realize कि the only way for you to ever win in anything is to win by talking. ठीक है? तो then you
Then you
look
don't
at
even do
कि
that.
and then you
I can
don't even
relate
do
so
that.
much. I can relate so much. I was a spoiled sport all my life.
And then बाद में मतलब you actually realize कि you are worthless, but then you realize कि so is everyone. ठीक है? क्योंकि debating से मतलब you at least you learn something. हाँ, yes, ठीक है, ये वाला moment होता है.
I
तो
think there's
then
a
you
bigger
reach in.
dilemma there. So here's how I think of it. Na? So everyone who has a skill, right, can show it off, right? And it goes without saying, we do a lot of things to impress someone, especially if you're a heterosexual person from the opposite gender, because we all want to do something. I mean, after being in the quarantine, I realized कि वो कितना unnecessary था, मुझे करना चाहिए था. But like, nonetheless, no regrets in life. So here's one thing that you do. Every skill that you have, right, you can flex it. And you can impress someone. So if someone can sing, he can sing to his girl, and you know what, bandi down. If someone plays football, उसके सामने tips करे, उसके सामने like skills अपने show off करे. If someone plays an instrument, वो कर सकते, right? Like every skill out there that you can show it off, showcase बड़े प्यार से आराम से होते हैं, बंदी down हो गई 100%. Imagine if you debate, what would you do? Like तो अपनी बंदी को क्या बोलोगे? कि आप कुछ बोले, मैं आपको गलत साबित करूँ. Like what the hell, यार? Like who gets like that's a major turn off. I remember like Yashir can testify. There was this one girl who had a crush on me, but after we talked, it's been like 5 years. I still talk to her, like, and she's not interested at all.
यार, is that why I am still single? Finally पता लग चुका है मुझे.
It's because
I think that's the. It's probably that. पहले मुझे I kept thinking it was something else. Like there's maybe someone meant for me. लेकिन नहीं. Dealt a bad hand.
Believe in soulmates.
Yes. तो खैर, that is in my opinion के good. हाँ, और I didn't add के like even Yasha talked about humility ना, तो मैंने पहली बात की like humility is the biggest flex. तो like हाँ, तो like what like debaters देखो ना, they're very smart. तो फिर क्या करते हैं वो, अपनी बटन नहीं छाड़ते, वो करते हैं they take themselves as casually as they can. They don't take themselves seriously. उसका बाय प्रोडक्ट ये होता है कि everyone else takes them seriously. ठीक है? तो उनकी ईगो बढ़ती रहती है अंदर से. तो इंटरनली उनको हो रहा होता है कि हम बहुत बड़ी चीज हैं, बट दे नो कि अगर हमने ये कह दिया तो हमारी मार्केट वैल्यू डाउन हो जाएगी, तो वो नहीं कहते. ठीक है? ये
I'm not gonna lie, मैं रोज रात को सोने से पहले अपने डिबेट की हाइलाइट्स एक बार देख के सोता हूँ. फील आती है यार.
You have debates.
I watched his highlights as well.
You have debate highlights?
All about debates. See, all my Instagram highlights are about debates. All the amounts, like all the times I've been on any adventure trip has been because of debates. All my friends are debaters. I'm literally in the quarantine.
It's a loser
debaters right now.
What a loser. God. यार, I go to my archives to delete debate related stories. मैं कहता हूँ ये मुझे like साल बाद on this day नहीं चाहिए.
Bro, you are all my क्या कहते हो highlights as well. तुम्हें भी मैंने डाले तो like.
तो नहीं guys, we love debate यार, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है. खैर, on a final note, guys, why do you think debate is important? Like even for people जो नहीं करते या who are fearful of it, ठीक है? And you can give a humorous answer, you can give a serious answer, it's on you. Why do you think it's important, and do you think you've taken away anything from debate? And we have around 5 minutes, so prep accordingly. ये क्या बोलना है?
So like,
go.
I'd say that, you know what, like Sara, obviously you get confidence, a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, you become a lot manipulative, you have a lot of charisma and all of that shit. You know what, all of that is fine, but I think the most important thing to me has been that you understand yourself better and your own life better. So for example, if as a kid, I've grown up in a society where, you know what, Sharmeen Obaid, she's a bad person, Malala, she's a really bad girl. I've grown up believing that, and bachpan se, meninist, women are trash, I'm going to do this. But it's like, when you're out there and you're in a debate where you have to like, okay, fine, now prove yourself and explain why feminists are dumb, why Malala is bad or something, and then you're like, and at that point you actually start understanding it. I think my opinions and my understanding of life has been shaped a lot because of debates. It's because you get to question it and question it on both sides. You are forced to do that. So that's one thing. But apart from that, I think the biggest benefit that I've taken out from it is I can get away with practically anything. I mean, my mom tells me, why did this happen? Like, why did you forget? I'm like, Mama, Shaitan made me forget. You see, it's written in the Quran. A prophet used that alibi. So I'm like pretty sure you get a way out of everything. Your girl tells you, why did you do something? And you're like, you know what? My hormones had the best of me. You know what?
Yeah, I think that's I think that's the reason for that is you're the younger sibling. Like they manage that. यानी कि मेरे घर में भी यही सीन है. Like उसको कुछ नहीं कहते, ठीक है, मैं like, who cares what I think या what I say, तो फिर छोड़ो, मेरे दुखड़े आ जाएंगे इधर.
So I think,
oh, that's a different podcast.
I mean, you can get away with so many things. The only time I got in a problem was when I got suspended from school for arguing too much with almost every teacher. But like, I have like survived a lot of things because I just could answer back and explain myself. And even if it sounds really stupid and dumb, okay, why you did something, as long as it is a reason, it is valid. So if you get away with shit, so I love debating for that.
Yashir, go.
Acha, is debate important? I don't think it is. At the end of the day, it is just a hobby that a few privileged people get to do. It's not an intrinsic value that you need to ascertain in order to be a good person. It's not an activity that you need to do. It's just something that people do for fun. So no, debating is not important at all. If you do it, then it can be extremely important to you individually. And that's a great thing. All three of us, it has been important to us at some point or the other, and it might even still be right now. In terms of what I've taken out of it, Ibrahim said a lot of the right things there, but the most important to me would be confidence. What people can take out of it, right? In general, confidence. Because Ibrahim can like testify to this. Like 4 months before I started parliamentaries, I was giving this declamation in school where I froze on stage for like 30 seconds. And that was just in front of like 20, 30 people, right? And after that, I never wanted to speak again. Then when I started parliamentaries, I can't stop speaking. And I have the confidence to speak in front of people in general and just talk for 8 minutes about stuff like feminism or stuff like the socio-political climate of particular countries, right? And that's something that a lot of people can benefit from. I've seen so many people who care about these issues who don't debate because they don't have that confidence.
Yes.
And again, you'll never know unless you try, right? You'll never know unless you go there and actively put yourself in that position to speak. It takes time to generate that confidence, and if you spend a lot of time, even in MUNs or parliamentaries, you're likely to develop that confidence and be good. And the second most important thing that you can get out of it is just, like I said earlier, empathy and knowing about issues that you might not previously have known about. I did a lot of things in society until I started. And while sure, the people who are saying these things are kids that are of our age, so they might not be accurate. In a lot of cases, they're not completely accurate, but it incentivizes you to learn more about it, right? It incentivized me to learn what feminism truly is, why patriarchy exists, or why the justice system in particular countries are flawed, just stuff like that, right? So being able to learn about issues within society that you might not know about, and just being galvanized to learn is, in my opinion, the most important thing that you can take out of debate itself.
And as a closing note, मैं अपनी भी opinion दे दूंगा, and then I think we're off. Is I'm not the. Oh wait, you're still saying something? नहीं, अच्छा, okay. So, I'm not the best speaker, ठीक है, or anywhere या whatever या जो भी. तो लेकिन what I do think कि जहाँ पे debate has really helped me personally, and I can relate. मतलब मैं अपने सामने काफी लोगों को देखता हूँ उस hurdle को पार करते हुए, which I have to an extent मैंने पार की भी, is because of debate. A lot of people have beautiful thoughts, they can't articulate them well, ठीक है? Like, and because of debate, I have been able to articulate my thoughts way better maybe not necessarily the best. Like there's plenty speakers who could easily beat me in a debate, but जब मैं real life में आता हूँ, I know कि मेरी extroversion की qualities क्या क्या है, when I go on stage, मैं stage की कितनी command रख सकता हूँ, and that has really helped me to get my ideas across. And सिर्फ वो मेरे लिए फायदे में नहीं होता, I can use that platform. और मैं अक्सर debaters को कहता हूँ कि यार अगर आपकी debate real life में translate इस sense से नहीं कर रही कि if you see something wrong happening in front of you and you don't speak up, ठीक है, तो your debate is of no use. Because अगर अल्लाह ने आपको एक सलाहियत दी है कि you know how to use your voice, then use it. जहां आपको पता लगे injustice हो रही है, गलत चीज हो रही है, तो I think real life में there's a lot of things that can translate from debate to here. And इसलिए I generally think everybody should at least try their hand at some forms of debate at least once, क्योंकि it does benefit them to all extents. And with that, guys, thank you so much. Hopefully people will watch, क्योंकि I don't know how many would watch this. They can hopefully
crop some parts from it, like when we were talking about.
Hopefully yes. हाँ, कोशिश रहेगी कि हम काट दें, ठीक है. So with that, guys, okay. Bye bye. This is Anis, Yashir, and Baby Khel signing off.